She has 1 million followers as a content creator, comedian, chef, singer, event host, worship leader, maybe pilot, plumber, and construction worker.
Keep going. Keep going.
You do it all, girl.
Yes.
Afiya Howell, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. I got to say, I first found you when I was researching for the Tim Talk Sherry interview. And which I invite people to watch that interview after this. You did a funny remix that has gotten a lot of views. Let's watch it real quick. Here we go.
Okay.
I hope that you've been feeling the same way and pray that you ain't running game. Hey, just what do you have to say?
The random Frito bag cracks me up.
I must have chips.
Yes, I've noticed that.
At all times.
I've noticed that. You do a lot of videos where you remix yourself in your bathrobe and hair cap and a bag of
Yes, absolutely. I started to do the interview in it, but I thought it may not be appropriate.
That would have been great.
But if you give me a second, I can go get it real quick.
Hey, listen, we got plenty of time. When did you realize after doing a couple of those, like, oh, this is gold?
This is I wanted to make sure that people didn't think I was making fun of them. So I posted it with caution because I thought they were having just the time of their life. And I said, I want a part of this. So when the response came in, I said, oh, wait a minute. I might be onto something. I might be onto something. And at first I wasn't eating chips, but when I'm watching a good show, I need snacks. So then I started randomly pulling snacks from my bonnet, my pocket, my bag out of, microwaves. And then it just caught on to the point now people are sending me videos like, hey, can you do this one with me? Can you do this one with me? And I'm so honored. I'm so honored.
When you're scrolling, looking for maybe your next remix piece, is it instant? Do you go, oh, that's it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's the joy that they've expressed. There's a freedom and a liberty in just them in their homes, wherever they are, just dancing and enjoying life. And this is like, I just want a part of that. And so I love to pop in like, how did this person get into my home? Or who are you? And then I say, you know what? Let me go ahead and join in.
Right. How did you pop up on my feed? That's always fun.
How did you get here? And then I said, how did you get in my house? So I kind of make it look like they're actually in my home or in my backyard or whatever it is, when in fact they really aren't. The Sherry family, we're family now. We had a call last week just to check in, helping each other out with social media, little kinks and things with YouTube and, just, hey, Fia, let's chat. So they have become, just by me remixing their video, we have become family. That's aunt and uncle. So I added them as a collaborator. And so, of course, it goes to their page and my page. And so people are engaging with me that I hadn't met or hadn't seen my content, and vice versa. So I think I gained about 16K followers and he gained about 12,000 followers.
Wow.
Just from that one collab. There were people who hadn't seen my content that saw it because of that collaboration, and vice versa.
That is amazing.
Yes, when we talked on the phone, we couldn't believe it. Even Kwame, who is the artist of that song, commented.
Collaboration across the nation.
Collaboration across the nation. Give the people the credit. I tag everyone. If I can't find them, that's different, but try to tag everyone. And there are a few good content creators that love to be tagged as a collaborator.
Do you have a dream collaboration you want to do?
One of my favorites is Lexi. Lexi has always been a mentor from a distance. I've always looked up to her funny and her comedic style and how she hosts events, and she's just naturally funny, and of course always keeping it holy. She has a couple characters that she does. So I would say Lexi, I would love to do something with her or work with her. Of course, Kev on stage. And then there's Drewski, just people who are doing big things
Yeah.
that I envision myself doing as well. So I would love to team up with those guys.
Well, and see, I don't know a lot of those names myself. And I would
Okay.
tell people, I'm like, hey, I don't have the same feed you do. Send me who you like.
It's very true. It's very true. Depending on who you follow and the people you follow, who they follow, certain things come up on your feed and certain things don't. That's why I love that people send me videos.
Yeah.
There are videos that people have sent me that I would have otherwise not come across their videos to remix or whatever. So no, it's very true.
What is your personal favorite platform?
Probably I like them all for different reasons, but I would have to say Instagram.
Yeah.
I like what Instagram has become. I used to prefer TikTok over Instagram. TikTok, you could kind of be more yourself. The robe and bonnet was more accepted versus Instagram. You had to kind of be more put together. But I think I found my tribe and I found my people. So no matter how I present, I think that I'm well received. So I would say Instagram. I enjoy engagement over there.
What has been the most surprising lesson you've learned from building this online social community?
Oh, the biggest lesson is just truly being myself, posting what I like, posting what makes me laugh and smile. There was a point where I posted what I thought people wanted me to post or what they thought they should see from me, and it wasn't working. The moment I started just posting what made me happy and what I was proud of, the followers grew, the people came, they started commenting, they started sharing and liking. And over the years, I found we all grew up the same but different. You know what I mean? We all had some of the same encounters. Some of us were raised by the same mama who came into the room praying in the middle of the night.
Well, we used to say prayers at night, but I don't think my parents ever just popped in and did that.
Oh my goodness, my mom used to do this to us often. If she was awakened in the night and felt something was wrong, instead of her just worrying, she would just get up and pray. And she would go in every room and she would grab oil and she would pray. Unfortunately, it's 3 a.m.
Wow.
and we're sleeping, so we were, scared awake by prayer. And then we realized later, like, okay, well, let's just join in. So we're just hands of praise, and we just received the prayers. Right? And then she would gently tell us, "Go back to sleep, baby." And we'd for hours be talking to each other because we couldn't go back to sleep. Of course,
Yeah.
of course. So yes.
Now, you lost your mom in 2020.
That's correct.
I know how that feels, unfortunately. How did grief kind of propel your creative venture?
Great question. First of all, grief is a roller coaster ride that none of us asked to be on. You know how you go to the amusement park, you pay your little fee, and then you say, "Oh, I want to ride that. I want to ride that. I want to ride that." If somebody told me about the grief ride, I would have said, "Absolutely not. I don't want to get on." But unfortunately, it's a roller coaster ride that we all have to get on at some point, and we all have to manage how we embrace each turn, curve, upside down, flip, whatever happens. Unfortunately for me, grief hit me hard where there was depression. There was I was not in a good space. I didn't understand how she was no longer here, even though it's like I know what death is. I'm too old for that, right? But for her to be gone just didn't make sense to me, sorry. So I just had some troubles in my thoughts, and one day I had an idea for a video. And I thought it was so silly. And it was just my dog. And I can send this to you. She's just in my robe. She used to sleep in my robe. And I would cover her up. And she would stay there for hours while I watched TV. And there was a video, "Tell me your dog is clingy without telling me your dog is clingy." There was a sound that was going viral. And so I had her there. I looked at the camera. I open up and she peeks and then lays back down, and I cover her up. Millions of views,
Yeah.
millions of clicks, millions of shares, people asking about her health. How is she? Can we get more videos of Chloe? And it went viral, and it was a 6-second video.
Crazy.
And somehow that little video with all of that support kind of jolted me out of grief, so to speak, or out of a dark place. And then I thought, what if I put my creativity and my silliness towards this? This might be a catalyst to help me out of this rut. And that's exactly what it did. I had no idea that I would have millions of followers.
A lot of people, you went through grief during that time period, but COVID, for a lot of people, so many of these huge accounts were born from being in lockdown.
Absolutely. And that was the other thing. On top of grieving that this person is no longer here, we couldn't leave the house. You know, we were isolated. We were going crazy,
Yeah.
losing our minds. So I kind of threw, and I wasn't new to social media. I had been creating. I just was doing it on a smaller scale and every once in a while. Thankfully, around 2017, I got on the TikTok ship before everybody else did in 2020 when they didn't know and didn't have nothing else to do. So I was kind of ahead of the curve when it came to understanding it, how to navigate it, what the algorithm was, how to edit. So when I started doing this, I had an understanding, and I just started to just post the videos. Next thing I knew, I started on Instagram with 967 followers, and within a few weeks I had 2,000, and they still with me.
Yeah. Well, and it's hard. I've only been on social media for really just a couple of years, so I missed that curve, and it is hard getting followers. I focus on as many views, and I just don't worry. But hey, if anybody wants to follow right now, just click that.
Follow.
Okay.
Absolutely. I've found that the little 6-second videos work to get people reeled in. Things like that I thought wouldn't work, did work. Some of the videos that I thought would be maybe my least viewed ended up being my biggest viewed.
Wow.
So it's almost, there's no rhyme or reason to it, as much as we have all of these master classes and all of these things. Just do what you love. Put out content that makes you proud, and it will find your people.
What is next for Afiya Howell, but beyond social media? Because you do so much already. What's your goal?
I do so much. Well, I do have a business, and it's the Afiya Howell Media LLC. So last year I put on the Afiya Howell Show, kind of likened to the Dave Chappelle Show, where I pre-recorded sketches and then I did live commentary. So I have done the volume 1 of that, trying to
love
get
it.
that out where I can actually sell that, so those who missed it live can see it online. And so I'm working on doing a second show
Ooh.
in 2027. So that's what I'm working on. Also working on merch. Everybody wants the robe and bonnet, and I'm going to give it to them. I'm
That's
going to
great.
give them the robe and the bonnet, working on t-shirts and all of those things. So there's a lot in store. It's just, I pinch myself every day. I was just at dinner, and someone comes up to the table and says, I love your content. It's just things like that you just would never expect, that I pray I never get used to. I always want to be shocked and surprised that this is happening, right? I never want to get so comfortable that I don't see the joy and be grateful for those opportunities and those moments.
I love your spirit and your attitude, and I'm going to get my wife a bathrobe, but it needs to have AH embroidered on it.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely. Just text me, and I got you both. So that's what's all the things that I have coming up next. Of course, loving to help those who are trying to navigate social media and really trying to shake people out of this niche that people are trying to mold themselves to. So finding ways to try to help to do that as well, because there's so many funny people out there.
Well, and there's so much edgy in your face stuff on Insta and TikTok. The fact that you found clean comedy can still succeed is great.
It is great, and I'm so proud of myself, and proud of my work, because I can post these things and I can still go to church and hold my head high. I can still minister. I can still go out and serve the community without it being, or there being any shame behind what I'm doing. My pastor, my church family absolutely love me. They all follow me on everything. I'm 100% supported. So it's just a good feeling altogether that clean comedy, clean sketches are still going viral.
Well, get ready. I might send you a couple of Johnny Wild sketches for your next show.
Oh, please do. Let's do it. Let's do some collaborations.
I love it.
I'm down. Are you dancing?
I don't know. Maybe. But only if you're watching.
Come on. Hot, sicker than your average. Papa twist cabbage off instinct. Don't think shit stink, pink gators. My Detroit players, Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn. Dead right, if the head right, Biggie there, every night. Papa been school since days of under rules. Never lose, never choose to. Bruise, cruise, who? Do something to us. Talk, go through us. Girls walk to us, wanna do us, screw us. Who us? Yeah, Papa and Pump. Close like Starsky and Hutch, stick to clutch. Yeah, I squeeze 3 at your...
Oh, yeah. I don't think Afiya expected this in the final edit. I want to thank her for being an awesome guest, and thank you for still being here and watching this interview. Listen, if you want to see more incredible content creators like her, click that subscribe button and become part of the Scrollstoppers family. I would really appreciate it. Oh, and go watch the video of Tim Talk Sherry, Tim and Tolly. They're fantastic. In the meantime, I appreciate you. Now go out there and make your own Scroll Stopper.